I am Juggernaut Jason Axe.
And how long have you been wrestling?
I started wrestling when I was 16 years old. That was in 2005.
Okay.
So I've been wrestling for almost probably 7 years? 7 years now.
How'd you get into it?
I was actually, I was a typical kid doing the backyard wrestling nonsense on trampolines, killing myself for no reason. And then a buddy of mine actually went to an autograph signing of John Cena when he was in town, and somebody from the local school was there handing out flyers, and we got in contact, and I actually started off with a group of kids, and I was actually the only one from that group that trained all the way and actually made it to the ring.
Nice, nice. What's your goal in wrestling, would you say?
Well, my goal personally is just to be able to make a living off of it, to be able to do what I love, to push myself and to push wrestling into a direction that I feel it should be going, to almost leave my impression on the business, whether it be lasting or even just a phase, just to have some sort of impact on it would be tremendous for me.
What do you think of the wrestling industry as a whole right now?
As a whole, it's pretty weak. A lot of that has to do with just the way that things have been going lately. A lot of it has to do with people getting into the business that haven't been fully trained, or they think that they know everything when they really don't. And because everybody from John Cena to the guy just starting out, everybody can improve, everybody can get better, everybody can change their styles, make things different, create new things. And I just feel that the business right now is so set in one way that it's become very bland, and that's why it's failing right now. It's because it's so bland, and I, with what I do, I like to mix kind of the old school style of storytelling with wrestling, and putting that with the new kind of stronger style of hard hitting that you see a lot in Japan, and a lot in Ring of Honor right now as well. So I like to try to mix the two to kind of come up with my own unique style.
Have you wrestled in Ring of Honor or any of that type?
I have not wrestled in Ring of Honor. I mean, I'd like to. I did have a tryout with TNA. But that didn't go so well, mainly because of the person I was paired with.
Right.
But guilty by association kind of thing. But the TNA did tell me that I'm very talented. I don't have the look that they're going for, which means that I'm not completely ripped out of my mind. I mean, I'm very lucky to have the 2CW. I'm very lucky to have what I have. To showcase what I can do, and right now I feel like I'm at a point where I can really expand from what I'm doing, and I really hope to in the near future.
If you could change anything about the wrestling industry, what would it be?
I think what bugs me the most about the wrestling industry right now is the lack of training that's going on. Any kid right now who has been a backyard wrestler and thinks that they can go into the ring can get a spot on a local show and just completely not know anything of what they're doing, and really hurt themselves and hurt the other person. And not only are they hurting themselves and the other person, but they're hurting the business too, because it looks terrible. They don't know what they're doing, and there's too much of that going on, where back in the day, you really had to know your craft. You really had to know what you were doing to even step in the ring. You had to be training for at least a year, to even have a shot. And now it just seems like, schools are popping up. They're not training people right. They're just in it to make a buck, and it's hurting the industry terribly.
What about the direction of the industry itself?
The direction right now, it has potential to get better. For right now, especially because mixed martial arts is so high. A lot of that's extremely popular. And I think that if the business kind of turns its attention to what a lot of mixed martial arts is doing, and kind of integrates a lot of what they incorporate, and I think that will really get people behind the business again. But as of right now, it's kind of hokey, to be honest with you. It's really at a rough spot right now.
All right. You have a web presence?
Yep, I do have a Twitter. It's at Juggernaut JA. got an email, which is juggernautja@gmail.com, and I'm also on the Facebook as well.